Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Nasdaq. My name is Bob McCooey. I'm the Global Head of Capital Markets, and it is my great pleasure to welcome Alzamend, Neuro, and your Chief Executive Officer, Stephan Jackman. I'd also like to extend a warm Nasdaq welcome to Founder and Chairman Emeritus, Todd Alt, as well as members of the board, management team, and all of our distinguished guests who have gathered here with us this morning. We're excited that you could all join us in person here at the crossroads of the world in Times Square, New York, as we get set to ring our opening bell to celebrate your IPO. And we're thrilled to be able to all be here together to celebrate your oversubscribed and highly successful initial public offering and listing on Nasdaq back on June 15th. I think that deserves a round of applause. Founded in 2016 and headquartered in Tampa, Florida, Alzamend is a true life science innovator. You are developing novel products to treat neurodegenerative diseases and psychiatric disorders, primarily Alzheimer's. Your goal is to bring effective treatments and cures to markets as quickly as possible and, most importantly, at a reasonable cost. On that note, I noticed that you just recently announced the start of your clinical process with the submission of your investigational, that's correct, yes, new drug application to the FDA on June 30th, and I think that deserves a round of applause as you embark upon that new journey in your development. Stephan, we know that this is a team effort, and thank you for bringing so many of your teammates with you here. And we know there are a lot of your teammates watching us here this morning. So on behalf of everyone here at Nasdaq, congratulations to you and the entire Alzamend team. We'd like to thank you for your successful IPO and your listing on Nasdaq and all the accomplishments that you've had thus far. Nasdaq is honored to be your exchange partner, and we're proud to have you as part of our family of the most innovative, growth-oriented, and really game-changing companies. As we were just discussing, we hope that you're in that video one day as you cure Alzheimer's. We look forward to celebrating many more milestones with all of you and continue to grow and watch you grow and innovate as a Nasdaq-listed company. Now, I'd like you all to welcome Stephan and Todd to the podium for further remarks.
Bob, thank you very much for those kind words and all the hard work and due diligence performed by your team to get us here. We are humbled, honored, and happy to be a part of the Nasdaq family. Alzamend Neuro is a preclinical stage biotech company in which many have invested. Investors who were sick and tired of seeing their loved ones perish from Alzheimer's disease. Sick and tired of seeing sufferers waiting for a slot in a clinical trials to become available. And sick and tired of victims of this dreadful disease not having enough treatment options. Well, today, we are proud to say that we may have options. Options for our families and yours. The first is a patented ionic co-crystal technology delivering a therapeutic combination of lithium, proline, and salicylate, known as AL001. Simply put, this lithium therapeutic has the potential to replace the current lithium therapeutics on the market and can bring aid to the 38+ million Americans suffering not only from Alzheimer's disease, but bipolar disorder, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. Globally, that patient population extends well over 300 million people. And that's not all. We have a second option, a patented immunotherapeutic vaccine that seeks to restore the ability of a patient's immune system to combat Alzheimer's, known as AL002. Our recently consummated IPO is an important milestone we've achieved for our stockholders, associates, strategic partners, and for all who continue to suffer from the debilitating effects of Alzheimer's, bipolar disorder, depression, and post-traumatic stress disorder. We recently submitted our IND application for AL001, utilizing funding from the IPO, and are on the precipice of commencing human clinical trials. And to think, this all started with one man's bravery, tenacity, and unrelenting drive to create a company dedicated to developing treatments for diseases that plagued his family. Todd, thank you very much for not giving up, and thank you for allowing us to join the fight, not only for your family, but our families, the rest of the United States, and the rest of the world. Thank you.
You're doing. Wow. Wow, Stephan. Stephan, thank you. It's very clear. It's very near and dear to my heart. My grandparents died from Alzheimer's. My wife and I cared for my mother-in-law until she succumbed to it. My dad has it, unfortunately, could not be here with us today because Alzheimer's has robbed him of everything but his ability to breathe. It's very disheartening that many people were not going to be able to say my dad. However, I'm happy with the progress that Alzamend is making. The benefits to the two therapies will hopefully bring members of the family, as well as 38 million Americans, 300 million people globally. I want to thank the Nasdaq for doing this. This is something we set out to do from the very beginning, is to be here on this exchange. Today, with this opportunity to have the IPO to allow us to ring the opening bell, I'd like to thank my mom, who believed in me as a teenage mom to dream big. My wife and my kids to support me. Alzheimer's first investor, Stephen Caspi. Alzheimer's board of directors, led by their chairman, Will Horn. Alzheimer's management team, led by Stephan Jackman. Our investors, Dr. Chow, Dr. Scheidel, the University of South Florida, the Scientific Advisory Board, Dr. McDade, Dr. Wesninski, the CRR team led by Art Spalding, our outside counsel, very important, from Olshan from Walensky, I never say that right, led by Spencer Feldman, and last but not certainly least, the underwriters at Spartan Securities, who worked with us for quite some time. Thank you all.
Todd, Stephan, our former CEO used to say that companies like yours are doing God's work on earth. And I want to present you with the Nasdaq opening bell crystal to commemorate this morning and for all that you're doing. For all
Thank you.
Thank you.